Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Curl, and welcome to Scenario Mode Episode 2 in the Classic Cars. Last time out in that Williams, we beat the scenario at Brands Hatch by finishing first, so let's see what we got to do this time around.
Seize the moment and pass the Ferrari drivers to finish first.
Thank you, Murray. So we have got to beat the Ferraris of Gerberg and Michael Schumacher, who are ahead of us out on the track in first and second, but they have jumped the start. They're going to have a late race penalty, so we've got to be in the range to take advantage of that. Luckily, we are going to start the scenario in third place. Our teammates in sixth, and it's nice and sunny at Ferraris. Very difficult track to do, especially in these 80s turbo cars, and don't expect me to be anywhere near the top of that leaderboard on the right. So let's go to the scenario then.
The Lotus driver's working hard to stay close to the two Ferraris. He could simply hang on to third, but with both Ferraris needing to serve a drive-through penalty, I reckon we'll see him push for first.
I think he will, Mose. We're in that third place. Lotus just under 9 seconds behind Berger in the lead in his Ferrari, with Schumacher separating us both in the other Ferrari, and already keeping it off track, as you can see. Very difficult to keep it on the black stuff around this tight and old school Jerez circuit, especially in these 80s turbo cars as we go wide in the last corner. And as I said, you know, not much margin for error here. You're either going in the gravel, grass, or even the wall. As you can see, they're being quite intimidating down the pit straight. But we've already gained a couple of seconds on the Ferraris, and I think that's Schumacher right in front of us in the second place one. I think we can just see Berger has well, as we got less than 3 laps to go from the end now. And this Lotus 98 going all over the back of these 88 Ferrari fire-breathing turbo engine cars, and you know, it's all about controlling the traction out of the corners. So we go a bit wide. Oh, we can't make our move on Schumacher. It doesn't seem like into the right-hand hairpin at the end of this straight, as we gained a few seconds on Berger once again. But yeah, just controlling the traction out the corners, especially, you know, you can get loads of wheel spin and you'll be sliding about. You could even be spinning about if you're unlucky, as we're right on the tail of the Ferrari once again. It looks like we're close enough to maybe make a move into the last corner at least, because they do brake very early, AI, into corners. You gain loads of time there as you get into the back of Schumacher even. We can make a move up before that into the right-hander. No, he's turning into us. Oh, just like 97 when he did on Villeneuve at cul-de-sac. And as Brundle would say, he did hit the right part of us this time. But into that last corner, we do have a great run on him as he dive it down his inside, gave him a little nudge. As I said, they do brake early, the AI, and we got up to second place, and now we're right on Berger's tail. Look, we can see him right there. We don't need to be told the gap's less than the second. There's a nice balloon in the background there as we go into the first corner, and again we're into the back of Berger, very slow in that first corner. Getting our slide on the exit as we go into the second corner. We're going to dive bomb it. Get out of our way, Berger, as you go and charge into the lead ahead of the Ferraris. Job done already. Just like the first scenario, done very early. Now we can just pull away. No, he's staying on the tail. He's too close on the tail. Just, you know, look at that, less than a quarter of a second behind us. Just put the foot to the pedal. There we go. We're pulling the gap now through that chicane. Now into the hairpin, going a bit wide, but that's okay. We're just carrying momentum. You know, we're not losing the back end. You don't want to be too short with the steering angle, because you can go spinning around, especially on the exit. And now we're gaining the feet, we're gaining the time on the Ferraris, it seems. As, yeah, they're dropping back. We are pulling away now, finally, as we've got just over a lap left of this challenge, over a couple seconds in the lead now. So I think it's time, I think it's okay to talk about the Lotus 98T, the car we are driving. And the 1986 Lotus, as Murray would say, was driven by Ayrton Senna and Johnny Dumfries, not the most familiar Grand Prix name. It was designed by Gerald Ducourage, the former Ligier designer, and Martin Ogilvy. I apologise I said that wrong. But yeah, this Lotus was powered by a Renault V6 turbo engine, one of those engines that could have maybe gone over 1,000 brake horsepower. We'll never quite know, unfortunately, due to the limitations of the time back then. But this Lotus, as I said, was driven by Ayrton Senna, and he got 8 poles, 2 wins at Detroit, and his most famous win here at Jerez this season at least but he just beat Nigel Mansell's Williams by 0.014 seconds for one of the closest finishes in Grand Prix history. And Johnny Dumfries, he only got 3 points at Hungary and Australia in his only season in F1. He was a 1984 British F3 champion, and then after this season he went on to the Le Mans and won the 1988 Le Mans 24 hours before retiring from racing in the early 90s, and now he's a Lord in Scotland. Quite a rich Lord at that as well. But Senna, I think we know what happened after this season, what happened to Senna, but he finished 4th in the championship behind Piquet, Prost and Mansell, who were fighting for the title with 55 points. Dumfries had 3. So Lotus had 58 points and 3rd in the constructors behind McLaren and Williams. And Dumfries only got this seat alongside Senna because Senna vetoed Derek Warwick getting the seat, because he didn't believe Lotus could prepare 2 equally, well prepared cars during the whole season, and that caused a bit of friction in 85 with De Angelis, Senna's teammate then, because De Angelis thought Senna was getting preferential treatment, and so De Angelis left to go to Brabham for this season. And so that's why Dumfries was in the 2nd seat, but we have managed to win this challenge. Enough of history, let's hear Murray talk.
What a race that was! The 1986 Lotus was brilliantly able to finish 1st after taking advantage of the Ferrari's drive-through.
Yes, the Lotus did rather well, didn't he, in the end, as we passed the scenario and got the gold medal. That's 2 down, 4 more to go, as we finished just over 6 seconds ahead of the Ferraris in the end. No time penalties and 94,500 score, which we'll find out is good in about a second or so. So that's the 2nd scenario done. There's the 3rd one in Jerez as well, which I'll be doing next time out. As I said, I'm way down the leaderboard, as you can see. But it's now for watching, so till next time, cheerio.